Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Amalia Handayani. I'm a student of English Literature at the University of North Sumatra. So in this video, I will explain about phonetics and phonology. So what is phonetics? Phonetics is the scientific study of speech sounds. There are three major branches of phonetics. The first is articulatory phonetics. It studies how the outgoing air stream is regulated along the vocal tract to form various speech sounds. The second is auditory phonetics. It studies how speech sounds are heard and perceived. The third is acoustic phonetics. It is the study of the physical properties of speech sounds, such as frequency and amplitude in their transmission. Articulatory phonetics is also known as syllogical phonetics, and auditory phonetics is known by the name perceptual phonetics. All speech organs are known as articulators. They are broadly divided into two categories, active and passive articulators. The main role of the active articulator is to actively interfere with the outgoing air stream and modify it to produce various types of speech sounds. In passive articulators, it performs a very crucial role in speech production. The mobile organs approximate them. In example, come close enough to affect the shape of outgoing column of air, or form a complete closure by coming into full contact with them. In active articulators, there are tongue and lower lip. Tongue is the most active of articulators. It shows an amazing range of adjustment and movement, mainly because it is made of two groups of muscle, intrinsic 1R fibers of the longitudinal transverse and verticalis lingual muscles. Lower lip, it is mobile articulators which can be used for many oral configurations. With the upper lip, it can form various degrees of rounding that produce different vowels. In passive articulators, these organs are mostly located in the upper part of the mouth. There are upper lip, upper teeth, gum bridge, hard palate, soft palate, uvula, pharynx. Speech sounds are divided into two main groups, consonant and vowels. Consonant will include five kinds of information. First, the nature of airstream mechanism. Most speech sounds and all normal English sounds are made with an aggressive pulmonic airstream. Second is the state of glottis. A consonant may be voiced or voiceless, depending upon whether the vocal cords remain wide apart or in a state of vibration. 3. The position of the soft palate. While describing consonant, we have to mention whether they are oral sound or nasal sound. 4. The articulators involved. In the description of consonant, we have also to discuss the various articulators involved. 5. The nature of structure. It means the manner of articulation. Vowel is an open approximation without any obstruction, partial or complete, in their air passage. Classification of consonant. Consonantal sounds are classified on the basis of voicing, the place of articulation, the manner of articulation. The voice sound in English are b, d, g. The classification of English consonant according to the place of articulation, the manner of articulation, which describe the type of obstruction caused by narrowing or closure of the articulators. The consonant can be divided into stop, affricate, nasal, trill, flap, lateral, fricative, frictionless, continuant, semivowel, fortis, and linis. The place of articulation. Bilabial, the articulators is upper lip and lower lip. An example is b, b, m. Dental, the articulators is teeth and tip of tongue. Example is z, z. Labiodental, the articulators is lower lip and upper teeth. Example is f, v, v. Alveolar, ridge and tip and blade of tongue. The example is d, d, z, z, z. Post-alveolar, hard palate and tip of tongue. Ra. Palatal alveolar, hard palate alveolar and tip blade and front of tongue. J. Palatal, hard palate and front of tongue. Yeah. Velar, soft palate and back of tongue. K. G. Glottal, glottis. Vowel. In order to describe the vowel, we usually draw 3 points in the horizontal axis. First, front vowels, during the production of which the front of the tongue is raised towards the hard palate. Second is back vowels, during the production of which the front of the tongue is raised toward the soft palate. 3. Central vowels, during the production of which the central part of tongue, the part between the front and the back, is raised. So we move to phonology. Phonology is the study of vocal sounds and sound chains, phonemes, and their variants in a particular language. Difference between phonetics and phonology is that of generality and particularity. Phonetics is the science of speech sounds, their production, transmission, and reception designed to represent them in general with no particular reference, while phonology is the study of vocal sounds and sound chains, phonemes, and their variants in a particular language. English vowels. There are 3 major criteria for the articulatory description of vowels are identified, namely tongue height. This is the relative height of the tongue in the mouth. 2. Tongue advancement. The relative position of the tongue in the mouth. 3. Lip rounding. The relative shape of the lips. English consonant. On the basis of the articulatory process, consonant phonemes in English are divided according to the manner of articulation into stops, nasal, fricatives, letters, and approximants. And second, according to the points of articulation into bilabials, labiodentals, dentals, alveolars, post-alveolars, palatal alveolars, palatals, filars, and glottals. Some major concept of phonology is phoneme. It is the smallest contrastive linguistic unit which might bring about a change of meaning. Phone, it is any objective speech sound considered as a physical event and without regard as to how it fits into the structure of any given language. And allophone, it is a speech sound which is one of number of variants of a phoneme. And last is theories of phonological analysis. There are 4 theories. First, structure and system. The units of phonological analysis have a hierarchy. So that a unit of higher range consists of a sequence of one or more occurrences of the next lower rank. For example, in English, one or more phonemes make up a syllable, one or more syllables make up foot, one or more feet make up a tone group, one or more tone group make up a sentence. 2. Prosodic analysis. It is concerned with phonological features that extend beyond a phonematic unit in a structure. Features like aspiration, nasalization, labialization, retroflexion, and palatalization often relate to sequence of more than one phonematic unit. 3. Phonemics, according to which the discovery of the phonemes of a language is done by forming minimal pairs. 4. The distinctive features theory. In the phoneme theory, the phoneme segment is the smallest unit of phonology, but in distinctive features theory, the phonetic feature is the smallest unit of phonology. The phonetics transcription is simplified and systematized by regarding each sound as a set of components exactly parallel to semantic component. So that's all. I hope my video presentation can be understood and useful for all of you. Thank you for watching.